Hello everybody and welcome back to Magna Carta 2. In this video I'm going to head towards the barracks, towards our next objective. I've finished up all of the side quests that there are to do at this point, and there's no new shopping or anything to take care of. And so we just need to move on with the next objective and find out what it is that we are going to be taking on next. So whenever you're ready to continue on, go into the barracks and speak to the manager here to take a little rest.
Hey! What was that back there? Who's this Alex guy, and what kind of relationship does he have with Zeffy? Come on! What's going on?
Hey, keep your nose out of other people's business. Everybody has their own circumstances.
What's with you? You humans are so weird. Come on, Argo! Show me around Abazet!
Crocell or Juto would be a better choice.
But I want to go with you, Argo! It'll be our first date.
Get lost already.
Come on, hurry! Let's go!
Hey, something the matter?
No. I'm a little tired. That's all. The princess.
What?
Forget it.
What a weirdo.
Our outing yielded a bumper crop, including the formation of an alliance with the Mare people and information on the undersea tunnels. And with the retaking of Oldfox Canyon, it is now possible to continue our advance by retaking Dunan Hill.
Reports confirm that your unit defeated a sentinel in battle. Please forgive my rudeness the other day. In any event, it would appear that your long training has finally borne fruit. My impatience got the better of me.
Not at all. The fact is that my unit had not built up a very impressive record until this point. However, I hope that this will dispel any concerns about the Counter-Sentinel unit in the future. We no longer have anything to fear from the Sentinels.
Princess, you have worked hard for this. I expect that even the officers will keep any discontent they have with your unit to themselves in the future. I'm told that that young man saved your life again. I must show my appreciation.
Yes. If it weren't for Juto, I probably wouldn't have made it back in one piece.
How long do you intend to keep taking these risks? And even taking to the battlefield? It isn't out of a sense of responsibility that you put your life in jeopardy, is it, Princess? You would go to such lengths to reject my advances? Seeing such open scorn on your face makes me unhappy as well.
I'll keep my word. After all, it was one of the terms of our agreement.
Hearing that sets my mind at ease.
I know you're all tired, but I wanted to bring you the news myself. I assume you've heard the rumors, but the Southern forces successfully retook Oldfox Canyon while we were at Kotamare.
Well, that's happy news and all, but it happened because we defeated Sion Regral and the Sentinels.
Yes, but the Northern forces holdouts in the canyon are putting up stiff resistance.
I would prefer if they surrendered. but is there a chance this will involve more fighting?
Yes. Apparently there is an aristocrat of some influence among the holdouts.
Fighting on the front lines even though he's a noble, huh? Doesn't sound much at all like the officers in our own general headquarters. He's the enemy, but I almost admire the guy.
Let's go to the canyon and ascertain the situation.
Roger that! This is gonna be my first mission as part of the Southern Forces! I'm so nervous! My first date, now my first mission!
Date?
Mm-hmm. Yeah! Argo showed me around Abazet.
She was dragging him the whole time.
Pipe down, you!
Why, you little... Don't you think you're getting a little full of yourself?
For goodness sake, first it was Juto and Crocell, and now it's Celestine and Crocell. Juto, is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. Nothing at all.
Once everything's ready, we set out for Oldfox Canyon.
Alright, now that we've taken care of everything here, we are now going to go back to Oldfox Canyon. It really feels like we were only just there, so it's a little bit of a shame that we have to go back so soon. But I have a feeling that we're not going to be there for as long as we were our first time through, so that's a relief anyways. After exiting to the front gate, make sure that you speak to the soldier standing outside. This soldier can be very easy to miss because the exclamation point sort of blends in with the other icons on the map. And you'll need to talk to this guy before you set off to Oldfox Canyon, or else you'll miss the opportunity to do the quest. So he's talking about a spy that we need to defeat because he has escaped their clutches. So we're gonna go ahead and defeat that spy if we find him, and then we'll report back to the Southern Forces when we return. And now that that has all been taken care of, I think we are ready to go. Alright, so now that we're at Oldfox Canyon, you can see that we don't have to go nearly as far as we did the first time. We're going to start at the North Garrison, which is just beyond the Gate of Wailing, and we're going to find Zerglone at the next checkpoint. And before I leave, of course, I almost took off without accepting one of the side quests in this area. The only side quest in this area, in fact. You want to make sure that you grab this, because you have to do it before you leave Oldfox Canyon. We have to recover some secret documents. And once we do that, we will have to report to a soldier back at General Headquarters when we return back to Abazet. So in order to obtain those orders, you want to defeat every single Southern Forces soldiers, Northern Forces soldier, excuse me, because to my knowledge, the drop for those documents is fairly random. I generally get the orders at the end of the canyon, but I don't really want to chance that, especially if this is a quest that you can only do in Oldfox Canyon and you miss out on it by the time you leave. So again, this is very much the same as what we've been doing, and very much the same as what we did last time we were here. It's gonna be the same soldiers. They of course, have been beefed up a little bit. They're a little bit of a higher level, which is good, provides a little bit of a challenge, and you should be able to perhaps level up once or twice as well. Get a little bit of Sid here and there, and then we should be able to go back to Abazet fairly quickly after we defeat the general. Because after all, we're here right now just as kind of a cleanup. Most of the army has retreated, but there's still a few stragglers who have yet to retreat. And at this point I think that our army has them sort of surrounded, so it's probably in their best interest to retreat.
This is just
I don't recall if we've seen the warriors before. I know that we've seen the warrior in the boss battle with Sion Regrol, but we haven't seen them as a regular enemy yet, so they're going to appear in the canyon, and I do believe that there are archers to look out for as well. So those are just two things to keep in mind. Two long-ranged attackers. But again, nothing that you should really have to worry about. In this area, of course, you want to keep that earring of red sparrow on, just in case you have to worry about the burn or fever status. And if you have the earring on, it'll just be one less thing you have to worry about. And it will make your life that much easier. I also find the archers are quite fast. As you can see, my attacks were missing quite a bit, which can be kind of frustrating, because then you have to wait for your stamina bar to go down, because you don't want to go into overheat mode.
Alright, let's go!
We're almost at the end though. Zerglone is within our reach practically, very close to us, and it really didn't take us long to get through the canyon. We should be able to pick up the last of the operation orders here, and we should be able to also terminate the spy as well. Because we have taken care of every single soldier here, and after this battle I'll be able to also switch my equipment. I've been using the updated equipment, obviously, my stronger weapons and whatnot, just to get me through the canyon faster. If I had my regular weapons equipped, it would have taken me a little bit longer, but of course I was wanting to save time. Before I fight Zerglone, I'm going to switch my equipment, and I looked at the quest markers, and it looks like we finished both of the quests in this area, which is fantastic. We can go back to Abazet and we can return there with both of those quests to turn in when we get back. I think for this battle I'm going to use Judo, Crocel, and Argo. And we also have some cube mail from Raoud. There are fire wizards around General Zerglone. Their wizardry is powerful and generates a ground effect. When this happens, it becomes easier to trigger fire-related conditions. If struck with fever or burns, you will continually lose vitality, so be extra careful. So not a whole lot of strategy, but a lot of things to kind of look out for.
The Southern forces again! You won't be so lucky this time.
Let's put an end to this fighting. You have been completely cut off. It is not too late to surrender. I promise, if you surrender now, I will guarantee you your lives.
The great Rezafilda graces us with her presence. If you hadn't taken up arms against Lord Schwenzite, this war wouldn't have happened. This is all your fault!
Quit trying to shift the blame. You were the ones who attacked first.
Juto, please. I can handle this. It's Schwenzite who deserves the blame for using sentinels and slaughtering innocent people. He's the one who started this. He killed my mother, the late queen. I cannot accept that his actions were justified. He's nothing but a cold-blooded murderer.
Draw your weapons. This talking is a waste of time!
I guess we'll have to resort to force of arms then.
Okay, so this battle is very, very similar to the battle that we had earlier with Sia and Regril. There really are not a lot of differences except for that Zerglone has fire wizards instead of wind wizards. So in that regard, it's that much more important to equip that Earring of Red Sparrow. I've also gone ahead and updated all of my skills, and I've done my common boards on my weapons. And if you have done a significant amount of grinding and you've been paying attention to those sorts of things, then I don't think you'll have that much difficulty with this battle. Keeping in mind, of course, that you have to defeat both Zerglone and the wizards in order for this battle to end. So it's really up to you what you want to do, whether you want to defeat the wizards first, or whether you want to take out Zerglone first. The wizards may be a better option to take out if you're worried about any sort of status effects, or you're worried about Zerglone's very powerful attack. However, I'm not terribly worried about it. I am worried he won't let me heal, though. He is quite fast, and he does attack not too hard, but you do want to watch out, especially if you don't have a healer out. I've chosen to bench both Zephy and Celestine just because I think it's a lot quicker for me just to defeat these guys with my main attackers. I'm going to take a little break from the battle, and I'm going to grab a chest that I missed last time I was here. I know that seems very inappropriate in the middle of a battle, but we've only got the one wizard left and he shouldn't give us much trouble. That way I don't have to come back to Oldfox Canyon because to my knowledge I haven't really missed anything else. I didn't really utilize chaining in this battle, but if I had, it may have gone over a little bit quicker.
So this is how it ends for us. Go on, kill me. Lord Schwenzeit, bring peace to Landsheim!
What kind of moron begs for peace after starting a war? It's the princess's duty to bring peace to the land.
Princess, you say? How can you be a princess without the marks of royalty?
Marks of royalty?
This is hilarious! You don't even know what that is, your so-called highness! I knew it. This proves that you're nothing but a puppet.
That's enough out of you! I'm gonna roast you alive!
Crocell, stop!
But he...
I heard the late queen speak of the marks of royalty before, back when I was a little girl. She said it was a treasure that was only handed down through the royal line, but I didn't pay much mind to it. I thought it was just a legend. Find the spirits of the royal family and listen carefully to their words. Do this and the path will be opened. Is that what you mean?
Unlike you, you puppet, Lord Schwenzeit has already contacted the spirits of the royal family. And of the 4 marks of royalty, he already has 2. This is proof that he is the rightful king.
I've heard enough out of you, so shut up.
Crocell!
Oh, come on. You're not gonna order me to release him, are you?
I am. Now let him go.
Are you sure? This guy might start spreading weird rumors.
I don't care.
If you say so, Princess.
Huh. I don't know what you're planning, but you'll regret setting me free one day. You bastard! Get lost before I burn you to a crisp!
Marks of royalty. If I had those, would I really be recognized as queen? Good work, everyone. Why don't we all take a quick break right now? Afterwards, we'll return to Abazet.
Sheesh. War sure is complicated. How come we have to fight?
Why the sudden sentimentality? Where's your usual spunk?
Can you blame me for feeling that way? Argo, why do you suppose humans fight? Does everybody want to be king that much?
For humans, it has a certain appeal. It's a desire that we really can't empathize with.
I think I'm going to go look around the area.
How come?
There might be something unusual here.
Then let me go and...
It's all right. I'll be right back.
Don't try to be a hero. If anything happens, call for us immediately.
I will. Thank you.
I think we all spotted the gloomy look that hung on Zephy's face. Unlike Argo and Crocell, I couldn't understand what was going on inside her head. She had been fighting this war, putting everything she had on the line. You were gone so long, everyone was worried.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I'll come back right away.
You're not looking well. Did something happen?
No.
Well, lately it seems like things have been going our way, huh?
Huh?
You and Alex, are the two of you that close?
We're engaged.
Engaged?
I made a promise to him that when the war ended, we would have the ceremony.
Oh, so that's how it is.
Let's go back. Everyone's waiting for us.
Are you marrying him because you genuinely like him?
The agreement was made some time ago. I really don't want to discuss ancient history.
Oh, I didn't mean to ask something that was none of my business.
Let's just go.
It was like a hole suddenly opened up in my chest. She's a princess. I thought I would be satisfied to just clear the path she was meant to go down, but I guess I was wrong. Why do I feel so empty inside?
In preparation for Dunan Hill, General Headquarters has issued dispatch orders for the Counter-Sentinel unit. Please report to Commander Aoud as soon as preparations are complete.
Alright, so after a relatively easy battle, we're all finished at Oldfox Canyon, and hopefully that'll be the end of it. The northern forces really don't have much to gain by staying there, so hopefully that's it. Now that we've terminated the spy, I just went ahead and talked to the soldier to finish up that quest. But I'm going to end things off here. Next time we'll go into the city. There's a ton of things that we have to do before we move on to our next objective. So I hope that you will join me then. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.